ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. It's Monday, October the 11th, 2021, and our recitation is from Gaudi Biragan, Mahalla Chautha. Jiou Janani Sut jan Paltee, rakhe nadir majhar, ਅੰਤਰ ਬਾਹਿਰ ਮੁਖ ਦੇ ਗਿਰਾਸ ਖਿਨ ਖਿਨ ਪੋਚਾਰ ਤਿਉ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਰਾਖਤਾ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਪਿਆਰ ਮੇਰੇ RAM ਹਮ ਬਾਰਿਕ ਹਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੇ ਹੈ ਇਆਣੇ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪਾਦਾ ਜਿਨ ਹਰ ਉਪਦੇਸ ਦੇ ਕੀਏ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਰਹਾਓ ਜੈਸੀ ਗਗਨ ਫਿਰੰਤੀ ਉਡਤੀ ਕਪੜੇ ਬਾਗੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਉਹ ਰਾਖੇ ਚੀਤ ਪੀਛੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਛੜੇ ਨਿਤ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਸਾਰ ਸਮਾਲੀ ਤਿਉ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਕੀ ਗੁਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਰਖੇ ਜੀ ਨਾਲੀ ਜੈਸੇ ਕਾਤੀ 30-32 ਹੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਾਖੇ ਰਸਨਾ ਮਾਸ ਰਤ ਕੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਨੋ ਮਾਸ ਕਾਤੀ ਕੈ ਕਿਛ ਹਾਥ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਵਸਗਤ ਹੈ ਹਰ ਕੇਰੀ ਤਿਉ ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕੀ ਨਰ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਕਰਹਿ ਹਰ ਰਾਖੈ ਪੈਜ ਜਨ ਕੇਰੀ ਭਾਈ ਮਤ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣੋ ਕਿਸੀ ਕੈ ਕਿਛ ਹਾਥ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਕਰੇ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਜਰਾ ਮਰਾ ਤਾਪ ਸਿਰਤ ਸਾਪ ਸਭ ਹਰ ਕੈ ਵਸ ਹੈ ਕੋਈ ਲਾਗ ਨ ਸਕੈ ਬਿਨ ਹਰ ਕਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਐਸਾ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਮਨ ਚਿਤ ਨਿਤ ਧਿਆਵੋ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੋ ਅੰਤੀ ਅਵਸਰ ਲੈ ਛਡਾਏ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਐਸਾ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਮਨ ਚਿਤ ਨਿਤ ਧਿਆਵੋ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੋ ਅੰਤੀ ਅਵਸਰ ਲੈ ਛਡਾਏ. The Rahau Pankti of this passage points to a very interesting concept, and that is of the Guru with the Dolenkar, that vowel, the Gur, and the Sadgur, the relationship between the three ways or three forms of writing this term. So what it says is, Mere RAM hum barik har prabh ke. My Ram, which is the Supreme Being, we are children of the Har Self. Hain iane, but uninformed, unaware, ignorant, but Tan Tan Guru Gur Satgur Pada. Great is the Shabad Guru, the Supreme Creator, the source of wisdom, Gur. This Shabad Guru that we cannot communicate with directly is the source of the Gur, the wisdom, or the method, if you will. And great is the true enlightener, the Satgur, who instructs us in that wisdom and bestows on us the gift of self-awareness. So it is the Satgur that articulates or expresses the Shabad Guru through itself. That's the important relationship here. So when this Shabad Guru is expressed as text, it becomes Bani, Gurbani. When it is expressed through the person, like the historic Sikh gurus, it is the Satgur. In itself, it is Shabad Guru, not accessible to our senses. So we are children, ultimately, of that Supreme Self, but we are unaware. And that awareness is given to us by the Satgur, who has the Gur that has been given by the Shabad Guru. So that doesn't happen to everybody. So that is the process. And then the Guru offers us a few examples of how the Satgur actually looks after the Gursikh, the relationship, namely that of a mother and children or a protector. So let's see what those examples are. In the first verse, the Guru says, Jiou Janani, like a mother. Janani, one who gives birth. So a mother, like a mother. Jiou Janani Sut, Jan, Paltee. Jan is to give birth. Like a mother who births and then Paltee, nurtures her offspring. Rakhe Nadar Majhar. It does so by keeping a constant watch. A mother is always mindful of her offspring. Antar Bahar, whether she is in the house, out of the house, wherever she is, as she moves about the house, Antar Bahar, she is mindful, and what does she do? Mukhade Giras, kin pochar. She stops ever so often to fondle the baby and to feed it morsel of food. This is one example of how a guru cares for the Gursikh. And then here is another example. Jaisi gagan firanti udti kapare bhagye wali. This is a reference to the Kunj, a flamingo, if you will, but we've translated it the way it has been written. Jaisi gagan firanti udti kapare bhagye wali. Bhagye is white. The white feathered bird who flies in the open skies. Jaise gagan firanti udti, but remains mindful of the welfare of a flock that has been left behind. Uddi firti, but oh rakhe cheet piche bich bachare. Her mind is focused and her attention is focused and mindful of the offspring that she has left behind. Nit hirde sar samali. So in her heart, mind, and thought, she is mindful of the offspring. Likewise, the Guru. Tyon Satguru Sikh Preet Har. Likewise, the Satgur has the welfare of the Gursikh in mind and bestows the love of the herself to the Sikh. That is what he actually teaches, is to arouse in us a devotion, a loving devotion for the her, for the self. That's the education, that's the technique. And then there is the example of the fact that the tongue is placed between sharp teeth, and yet it functions, it doesn't get cut. The teeth are very sharp. So for the most part, in our normal circumstance, you will find that the teeth don't bite the tongue. I mean, we do bite our tongue, but that's an accident. So the Guru says, Jaise kati, like a knife, like a scissor. Tees batis, the number 32. Hai vich rakhe rasna, between them, rakhe is the rasna, the tongue. Rakhe is also placed as well as protected. And both of these meanings are indeed applicable here, because the tongue is first placed there It's constructed so that it lives there. But then rakhe as well. It is protected. Rakhe. Koi jano maas kati ke kich haath hai. Lest anyone think that the tongue or the teeth has any control over the tongue. The truth is that everything is under the control of the Har Self. So, koi jano maas kati ke kich haath hai? No. Sab vazgat hai har keri. Everything is being controlled. This is a system. This is the way it operates. त्यों संत जना की नर निंदा करे हर राखे पैज जन केरी. So those who slander the perfected ones, the santajan, they don't have to worry because they are protected. They may be surrounded by slanderers, but they remain unaffected. That is what the Satgur does. And in the end, the reassurance, my pai, my brethren, mat koi jano kisi ke kich haath hai. Don't be under the impression that anyone has any control over things. It's a very direct, assertive statement. This is something that we need to give thought to for those of us who think that we're in control or can actually control our lives. This is a point to be mulled over. Mat koi jano, kisi ke kich haath hai, anything, sab kare karaya. All that happens is caused by the unseen cause. Sab kich kare karaya. And then he lists out things like jara, mara, taap, sirt, saap, which are respectively old age, death, illness, a headache, and even a curse, a sap, is controlled by the Har Self. And they visit us if we ever suffer. The fact that we grow, the fact that we die, the fact that we fall ill, the fact that we might have the occasional headache, all of this is part of a larger system. All of this is part of a larger system. We are structures of a larger system. We operate in a much bigger network than we are aware of. And so therefore the Guru says, Aisa harinam man chit nit tyavo. Always be mindful of the Har Self. That's what the Jana Nanak says. Because in the end, it is the Har Self that delivers. Anti avsar lay chadai. Avsar, opportunity. This is an opportunity to break through the limitations of one's ego, of one's attachments to Maya. That's the philosophical message. What that also means is that by identifying or attuning to the will of the Har Self, we are indeed playing the game as it should be played. On that note, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.